following is a presentation of TFNN. Now, the author of Mastering Probability, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the September 26th terrific Thursday edition of today's Opening Bell on the Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and I absolutely treasure your presence here today. My outcome, as always, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you with the tools that each of us need in order to lead an inspired life. Because leading an inspired life, folks, that is truly what it's all about. So let's go look at one of our tools. This is the tool, you know this tool. This is the tool called the gift of being present. You know, many years ago, I used to say to myself, I've got to get the family to the beach, or I've been promising to take them to the beach, and what are they going to say if I don't get them to the beach? And then, when I finally get them to the beach, guess what? Guess what I was thinking about? That's right, I was thinking about the office. All of the unsolved problems and everything that I had to do. So physically, I'm at the office thinking about the beach. And then when I physically get to the beach, I'm thinking about the office. Now, how insane is that? I don't know if any of you have ever had that problem before, have ever had that experience. But if you have, you know that that is insanity. So what is the lesson that each of us can take from that? The greatest gift that you can give someone is the gift of your presence. So make a play day, and make a work day, a work day. It's as simple as that. You know, if you're going to go ahead and take off at 3 o'clock to maybe go do some sailing, maybe go play a game of golf, whatever it is, maybe a game of tennis, when you get there, do that activity. You know, while you're at work. When you are at that play activity or whatever it is you are, just simply be present. And boy, folks, when you are with someone or some folks, just be present, just look them in the eyes, because there is, I guarantee you, there is no better gift than the gift of your presence. So all I can say is thank you so much for your presence here today. I won't be present with you tomorrow morning because I'll be kicking off the Master Trader series. So that begins at 9 o'clock. We'll have some able soul filling in for me. And if you're just sitting on the fence, you're thinking, you know, should I take that Master Trader course or not? You're welcome to give me a call. You can call me here at the office. You can send me an email, steve@tfnn.com, or you can just simply take massive action, because if you're even thinking about it, well, then the answer is yes out there. It's going to be a great day, a great afternoon. Oh, you know, I love preparing for these. They are just so, you know, what are you going to learn out there? Well, what you're going to really learn are the strategies to use for not just my trading systems, but your trading systems. The small little secrets, the small little 2-millimeter shift that oftentimes is all that you need in order to be able to punch through that hard, crusty surface of the earth, which is a breakthrough. Sometimes that earth is just simply in our mind. There's going to be light bulbs that are going to be flashing off, just like we have inside our tiger's den. You know, we get light bulbs. We send off that white light. There's going to be all kinds of bright lights, bulbs going off. And, you know, if you can't be there, we've got plenty of folks that are going ahead and just simply, they've signed up for the course, are going to take the archive. Some of these are folks that have taken several courses with me before as well, so they know there's always some morsels to be able to learn out there. And the archive is a great way to, you know, first, if you're present at the course, if you've got the time, if you can take the day off or what have you, that's a beautiful thing. But everybody who has ever taken an archive and done it like this, they always know that they've got access to me. I make myself available to my clients. They've all got my cell phone number. I always answer the phone, and if there's a message because I'm on the phone with somebody else or doing something because I'm present in some other activity, but I always get back to folks. So all the details are on the homepage at TFNN.com. Don't fret that it's going to cost you $200 more than it would have a couple days ago. Not a big deal. Just call the office here. You can buy some Tiger dollars. You get some discount there. You know, just call here, ask for Leanne, ask for Mike or what have you, and they will be happy to get you all set. So let's go check out these markets here. Let's see what we've got going on. Right now, you've got the Dow futures up about 28 points. Not a real big deal out there. S&P futures up 3. You've got the NASDAQ futures up 14 points. NASDAQ futures lead the charge, the upside. King dollar up about 13 ticks right now. Gold off $4. Silver flat off 6 pennies here. Light sweet crude up 34 cents. Something to think about. We'll go have to take a look at that stock chart out there. You know, today could be a reversal session out there. We could get a bullish candle. We know we're at the bottom of a support level. Well, if you don't know, we'll take a look at that on the stock chart. We'll go ahead and point that out to you. If we take a quick peek across the globe, let's see what we've got going on overseas here. Over in Asia last night, the Nikkei up over 1%, about 178 points. A mixed bag because off 2% was the Shanghai. That was down 44 points. The Hang Seng off about 0.4%, down 84 points out there. Right now, over in the in Germany, it's off 16 points, so really flat day and very flat inside the FTSE. Looks like they haven't even woken up. It is down 72 cents. Our call-in number is 877-927-6648. It is Terrific Thursday because my system is working just fine, so I won't have to deal with the issues, probably just new issues. I won't have to deal with the issues that I was yesterday. So where do we begin here? Let's begin. Let's go take a look at the NASDAQ futures, see what we've got going on out here. Take a look at this stock chart. So as you look at this, I'll just pull this back here, and then we'll go ahead and we'll zoom into it. We'll do the zoom, zoom, zoom. As we take a look at this, you can see that nice rising price channel. Now, the mere fact that price is getting outside of the channel, not a big deal out there. It can continue to get above that. In fact, the higher the better as far as I'm concerned at the moment. What we want to do is we want to go take a look and try to read the message of the markets here. So let's take a look at that nice little Ben Bernanke up thrust day, which was last Wednesday, September the 18th. You take a look at the bottom of that candle. Bottom of the candle looks like about 31.83 out there. The open was about 31.86. You're at 32.14. And you did have a bearish engulfing candle, so you did get that here at the top. You could almost say that was also a key reversal session. Not almost. You could say it was a key reversal session. Why do I say that? Well, I say that, number one, because the market has been in an uptrend. And it was certainly in an extended condition as you enter that trading session from September 19th, so that qualifies for the following day. Number two, you did see the market get both above and below the prior candle. That was a September 19th, so you can take a look at the high of the 20th and the low of the 20th, and then the market closed in the opposite direction. So to say that we didn't get a reversal signal would be inaccurate, because we most certainly did, and it was a bearish engulfing candle, and we got a little bit of confirmation on that very next session. But you got to always put things in perspective. And when I take a look at perspective is what happened on that last up-thrusting bar out there, and that is that September 18th level. So although we've gotten a reversal at this stage, it's nothing more than a false identifier out there. And until the NASDAQ futures close below 31.83 out there, then we'd have to take a look at some energy. We'd have to take a look at volume out here. But really, the stock here, looks more bullish than bearish to me. But that doesn't mean that I ignore the signs out there. That's nothing more than, at this stage, just a little bit of a yield sign. So that's in the NASDAQ futures. These markets are not going to crack and croak until we see the NASDAQ do join in on the game, and they have not. Also, that needs to join in on the game. That's going to be the Russell 2000. On the Russell 2000, there's no key reversal. Heck, there's no real bearish candle out here whatsoever. In fact, just take a look at this thing. Work off its overbought condition. And if I had said oversold before, I apologize. It was overbought. It's really what we're dealing with here in the markets. You try to multitask and do all these things and speak at the same time. Heck, sometimes I walk and twist my ankle. You didn't need that information out there. And then even as we take a look at the Russell 2000 futures out here, no bearish signs. In fact, if anything, we take a look at the Russell 2000, what it did a couple trading sessions ago was really came back and tested the B point, the August 5th swing point high, which is at 1062. We saw it get down and broke out of that area, which it should have, which it did on last Wednesday. And if we take a look at last Wednesday, you can see broke above the B point. We know that it did it with volume. We can go take a look at the IWM to confirm that for sure. And then when you break out of an area, coming back and testing it and proving that it's right, that the breakout was correct, that's what you actually like to see. And if you look at the trading session from September 23rd, you'll see that the low out there was 1060.70. So it tested that area, rejected that area, and now it's just moving sideways. It's a little bit tired, but you expect it to be tired when it's overbought. It's got to work off that condition. The most bullish thing is when that condition is worked off by moving sideways out here, and that's what's going on inside the Russell 2000. The Dow, it's a dog, so there's no question about that. However, I will tell you that today you can load up the truck, you can back them up if you see a close today above the number of 15,306. That's on the Dow futures contract, not on the Dow Jones index out there. But you get a close above 15,306. And Stevie-san is saying, go ahead and fire away and take whatever those long trades are that you want. If we don't get that, well, then what the Dow futures will do is they'll continue. Well, I can't tell you what they will do. They may go ahead and continue lower. I can tell you this much. It wouldn't be a buy signal unless you get a close above 15,306. Someone might say, well, Steve, why should I buy at higher price? Well, folks, confirmation is always a beautiful thing. And if this is the extent of the move, well, then you've likely set up a nice A to B equals C to up. Maybe it's just a test of the highs out there. We'll know when volume attacks that swing point from last Wednesday. We get a feel for whether it can get up and over it. If it can do it with volume out there, that's what's setting that out. So that's what will confirm the next A to B equals C to up. And we've already got confirmed A to B equals C to up. Now, if it doesn't get above that area, you might say, well, where's price going to go to? The most logical area is going to be the bottom of that rising price channel. That's that blue line going across my screen. Of course, I've got a little trend line also coming back off of the November 16th. This price channel is the one that takes us back into the June of 2012 time frame out there. So you got over a year's worth of work out there. So that's a pretty darn good price channel. So you got the trend line. You can see everything kind of connects right there. If we take a look at just simple retracements from the swing point low, that is on August 28th all the way up to the high that was put in on August the 19th. You can see you're below the 0.382 level, and 0.618 looks like everything just kind of merges right down in, well, that's actually about the 0.786 area that merges all the way down at the bottom there, and that's in around the 14,936-ish range. But we'll just take things one step at a time out there. And folks, don't forget, you can still sign up. You can get into the Master Trader course. It's going to be a great attendance. So I do want to say thank you so much for each of you that are going to attend. It's going to be a great time. We'll be right back, folks.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or TigerTV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a threefold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 15 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com. Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks, and congratulations to Team Oracle, Team USA out there. What a great sports event! What a great comeback, and one of the finest in any sports out there. I mean, to come back and win 8 races in a row. Don't know if you got a chance to watch the race. If not, you should. I'm sure it's going to be on somewhere. Replay. Well, I think you can get it on YouTube. So you can actually go there and watch the races, and what a great event. And thanks to get photos, pictures taken from some of the folks that were out in San Francisco, out there actually watching it live out there. And so thanks for sending the photos that you have. Bob sent several and a few others, and just really incredible event out there. So congratulations for that comeback. Got to try and maybe factor that into a new commercial. And I start off each of the shows Monday through Friday. I like to have some kind of moment. Something that inspires us to, motivates us to take some action out there. And this certainly has got to be one of those. So we'll see if we can find some time to fit that into some new commercial out here. In the meantime, let's take a look here at the currency market, see what's going on. We've got the Euro-Japanese yen currency pair on my screen. Now, this is an intraday chart here. This is a 30-minute chart. And you can see on the 30-minute chart that nice little rising price channel that it's been in. Those are the blue diagonal lines that you see on my screen out there, not the squiggly lines at the bottom. Now, as we do take a look at it, we'll come in a little bit closer here. We can see that price right now. Give me a moment here to try to. There we go. So price has been traveling in a little subcorrection channel. Got down to that. Those little red lines, if you can see. If you're just listening to us on the radio, your mobile device at TFNN.mobi, thank you so much for doing that. Remember, you can get a live stream of this on your smartphone device by going to the homepage of TFNN.com. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see a button, 3 little smartphones. If you click on that, the show will stream live. Of course, you can listen to us at TFNN.mobi. So thank you to everybody that's doing that. And the archive of this show is on Channel 9. Of course, one of the best ways to watch it is inside the Tiger's Den, because you see everything really in HD. In fact, you can see them clearer than I can see my charts here right now from the distance that I'm at here. And but we're making do. Hey, look, what we want to be paying attention to is that price broke through this descending price channel with conviction. It did that at 22:30. So what is that? My math is, what is that? About 10:30 in the evening out there. 12, yeah. So 10:30 last night with conviction. Now, we talked about the Nikkei was up. We'll take a look at some of the worlds around the market as well. But broke that descending price channel with conviction out there. As it did it, what did it do? It got into an overbought status out there. Kind of interesting how that tool really works well to help you understand when a rubber band gets stretched to one extent, where you can expect a market to work off a full or an overbought, or maybe a full and oversold condition. In this case here, it was certainly an overbought condition. And what did price do? In order to work that off, for a while there, really just simply moved sideways. In fact, for most of the time it worked sideways. And then price came back and it ducked down. It was tacking is what it was doing. Not it was attacking and tacking back to the descending price channel. And it looked like it wanted to get in there, but it said no, 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 no. And we'll see if this can continue, if we can get this to make a little bit higher high versus consolidate. And a higher high would be getting above, let's say, the 3 a.m. time frame of around 133.73. Then we'd start to see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice little dance step of higher highs and higher lows inside the Euro Japanese yen. Is that important for us to understand in our market? It is, because it is the fuel of the engine. And it's especially the fuel because if our market pushes lower and this market moves on, that's a divergence that you absolutely must be paying attention to. So that is on the Euro Japanese yen. That is on the intraday chart. If we take a look at the daily chart out here just to get a picture of what that looks like, this has a larger pattern that it wants to complete. So this is where it wants to complete and move up and get into the level of about 135.65 out there. So what is it that I suspect? Well, it's on September 26th. We're towards the end of the month. A little bit of window dressing period. No reason that they can't push these markets up, and all the signals are out there that may want to occur. There are caution signs out there. Caution signs being the New York Stock Exchange has been making fewer newer highs as the market has moved higher out there. And that's a divergence that we need to pay attention to. I think, based on the patterns that we've got going on here in the Euro Japanese yen, because I go ahead and pull this back, we take a look at the daily charts out here, and this is the currency pair that really helps us with our direction. It is about to or potentially complete a 1.618 butterfly. And then you get the little rug pull out there. So with the New York Stock Exchange, which is a great tool out here, with the VIX bouncing up into that 50-day but not being able to do it. Looks to me like this market is setting up for another upthrust here. Probably take us into the early part of next week. Maybe it's Tuesday or so. But then it looks like, boy, you might want to get those shorts out and iron them, folks. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. With the stock market flirting with all-time highs and volatility back, now is the perfect time for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights. On Monday, June 24th, Tom O'Brien closed out all 5 open positions in his daily newsletter, Market Insights, with all trades being profitable and ranging from a 2.23% gain all the way to more than an 11% gain in just one position, for an incredible 32.7% profit combined between the 5 trades. Let Tom O'Brien's years of market experience work for you. If you'd like to see for yourself what kind of trading newsletter Tom O'Brien delivers to his clients each morning, then now is a perfect time to sign up for a 2-week free trial to his daily newsletter, Market Insights. In a volatile market like we currently have, the potential for fast market moves like we've seen recently is a trader's dream. So don't wait any longer. Sign up for your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today at the front page of TFNN.com. Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th, and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
And we're off to the races. We got the Dow up 46 points, S&P up about 6, Composite up 18, looks like 18 to me. Russell 2000 up 3 points right now. Lead the charge to the upside. There's the Composite up here, but the Dow not doing, well, it's kind of still the laggard. What is new out there? Apple's up $4 and change. Microsoft up 29 cents. Google up a couple of bucks. Google's gotten hit lately. Let's take a look at the Google chart. Remind me to do that, would you? And we've got leading the charge the upside, though, dollar-wise. Pharmacyclics up $7 and change, up 6% out there. Apple just behind them. Well, a few lengths behind them. They're up $5 right now. Bed Bath & Beyond up $3.50. Night Train something. I can't read that. But KNX is the ticker symbol. They're up a nice 7% this morning. Tesla Motors is off to the races here. They're up about $2 right now. IBM is up about 90 cents. To the downside, Hertz, the rental car agency, they are taking it on the chin this morning, down 11%, off about $3 and change. Westport Innovations, WPRT, they're down about 8% this morning as well. Sarepta Therapeutics, that is pulling back here right now, off about 3%, only down $1.25, not a big deal. Ooh, Avis Budget, CAR is their ticker symbol. They're off about $5. HomeAway down about, did I say $5? I meant to say off about 5%, down about $1.40 out there. HomeAway, they're down 5%, off about $1.50. Caesars Entertainment, they're pushing out some paper this morning, so their stock is down about $1 out there. Eli Lilly down about $1 as well. Our call number 877-927-6648. Let's go check in. Let's finish off the currency pairs, at least by taking a look at the Queen and the King out here. Now we're looking at the Euro-US dollar currency pair, and this is signaling to us that it wants higher price. In fact, it's signaling to us that it wants much higher price out here. Right now, it's got an A to B equals CD up, and looks like it wants to get at least make that 100% move of a move, get all the way back to February 1st, 2013, right around the 137.09 level. But really, the A to B equals CD completes above that. And quite frankly, as we speak right now, looks more like it wants to get up more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. So I'm going to teach all those tools tomorrow to everybody that's attending the Master Trader course. But right now, the Euro, the Queen, wants higher price. So what does that mean? Let's go take, and the U.S. dollar index, if we take a look at it from last week, we mentioned that it broke last week. It broke that rising price channel. Now, at some point in time, it's going to try to get back inside there. It's made the dead cat bounce, the 0.382. This is the weekly chart that we're looking at. It's up against some good support, but if we do see the U.S. dollar index close below 80.50, and right now it's trading at about 80.63 is what it looks like. If it closes below this week, 80.50, what that's going to set up is a move down to the next support level, which is going to be at about the $78.92 mark. But I suspect if it can break that swing point, we'll see the U.S. dollar index actually pull back to about the 77-ish mark out there. That is on the weekly chart for the U.S. dollar index. Very big, very important that it to identify and note that what it did was it broke that rising price channel. So what's that going to do for the commodities out there? That's the one that's got to be making, at least it's making me say, something to think about out here. I want some additional proof before I go ahead and pull any triggers out here. We're not exactly seeing Goldilocks here, jump to the upside. It has just been traveling sideways, so that's always a cautionary sign. Right now it's just back $4 out here, so you can see just some small body candles. We know we got great support, should have. Look, we don't know whether we've got it or not. It should have great support at the low of last Wednesday out at 1291.50 out there. So, except that it broke its rising price channel. This one is a bit of a toss-up here. I want to see a little. I would rather pay a higher price right now for Goldilocks, and I want to see the euro do what it's supposed to do with the U.S. dollar index pulling back as well. That would be nice. And there's plenty of buying opportunities if we get some additional confirmations. What does it take for us to get bearish today? Because we have seen all rallies lately here be sold. What it would take is more than 836 net declining issues in the New York Stock Exchange in order to put on one of the legs of the short pants out there, and the other is going to be a close above 1450 on the VIX index. That would be the 50-day exponential moving average that it would take out. I suspect that we don't see that here this week. I suspect, just like at the show open, we're going to see prices move higher, and we're going to see prices probably move higher and at least take on that swing point from last Wednesday. If not, in fact, go ahead and take it out. And then, unless there are some things that change out here, there are enough signals to say, you know what, that could be the end of the move out there. So look for a test of the highs. We'll see if they can get up there. In any event, let's go take a look at high-ho silver. Let's go see what silver is doing. Silver also just small-bodied candles. Now, that's important because it's also saying that it's lost the energy to the downside out here. Three little dojis in the window here, at least the window that I'm looking at, and it has lost its momentum to the downside. If we take a look at light sweet crude is going to form could form a bullish engulfing candle today with a close above 103.41. You're at 102.90, it looks like. Let me see if I can put on this page here. 102.90 is what you are at, so that's not too bad. And you'd get a bullish engulfing candle. That's important because, number one, we can see that we're testing this little rising trend line. This is short term. It's coming off of the lows here from April the 18th. So you're coming up against that. We're inside the consolidation box, a bullish engulfing candle, and that tells us that what light sweet crude wants to do is actually get back up and test the consolidation box in the 109 area. So this is actually lining up. Light sweet crude is lining up with what it is that we're looking at inside the euro and the U.S. dollar index out there. Remember, it's not the U.S. dollar index that you're going to use to track the U.S. stock markets. You really want to use that euro-Japanese yen currency pair. So light sweet crude is saying it wants higher price. Let's go take a look at bonds, see what they are doing out here. Just having really an inside day after a nice move up here. You've had bonds up really for, the last 3, 4. I mean, they've come in off the bottom after last Wednesday. So they are not totally overbought just yet, so they could continue to move a bit higher out here. They do want to try to get back inside that consolidation zone, which is around the 135 level. So we'll see what bonds do. Natural gas out here right now. Yeah, natural gas has not given us that confirmation. We've got this advanced pattern, this A to B equals CD. So our plan here is to watch as natural gas continues its pullback. No bulls yet. And that pullback should take us into about the $3.40-ish area, $3.90. That doesn't mean you just go ahead and buy there. That's your 0.618 retracement. This could retrace even further. This could come back and it could test that breakout session that we had with that key reversal, the top of the August 8th swing point, and that high out there is $3.32. So that would also be a nice buying opportunity. We'll see as it's getting close. I can tell you it's getting close to the slingshot, ready to catapult. And maybe that happens tomorrow. Maybe it happens on Monday out here. But so far today, that is not the place you want to be, which is trying to buy it today in order to go long. But if you're in it from the bottom, it's just doing a normal retracement. If you bought it from a longer-term holding, then I would just go ahead and sit tight. Let's go take a look at some of these stocks here that are popping and dropping in the market. Let's go take a look at one that is moving to the downside. Let's go see what kind of pain is being put upon Hertz. HTZ is the ticker symbol out there. I want to put that in my little tab here that says show down. So HTZ, that is still the leader in the clubhouse, off about $3 and change, down about 12% out here. So let's go take a look and see what it is doing. HTZ. Let me do this. Get my cursor here. Gold gapping down, and with big volume out here. Let me see if I can figure out if there is some news behind it. If somebody knows, let me see if I can see this here. Hertz. Were they out with numbers? Looks like they came out with some guidance, and boy, this thing is really taking it in the short. So, well, let's go take a look and see what Hertz is doing here. It's coming back here to its last swing point, but it's coming back with accelerated volume. So it looks like it's going to bust that level out. Now, that swing point is June 24th out here, and that had 8.5 million shares. So you had a relatively high volume. So the real volume came in on the prior session, the day before, so it pushed a little bit lower on June 24th. So you're into that swing point right now, and you're into it with volume. Now, this is also breaking, or it's testing, I should say. At the moment, it's testing the 200-day exponential moving average out here. So you get below that and below the swing point. That spells some trouble because of this high volume bar that is sticking out at us, and that is back on December 11, 2012 out here. So that swing point, I said 8.5 million shares, and today, this morning, it's already done 11 million shares. So this thing is really, and I can't see on my screen here to see what the whole story is and what they actually guided, but we don't necessarily need to know that. We can just take a look at the price action. It's telling us everything that we do need to know. So where is Hertz headed to? Well, you've got that high volume bar, this breakout session, actually all the way back to August 27th of 2012 in the 1529-ish level. Let's put this on a weekly chart out here, see what the weekly chart is showing us. I've got some MACD crossover and stuff like that. Let's just get that stuff out here. Let me just do this instead. Take a look at this. It's been a nice move up. But, boy, this has got some volume coming off of the top out here. It's not a good thing even on the weekly chart. There is no other swing point on the way down until you get all the way to that breakout session. So you've got a weekly and a daily telling you that Hertz may want to go target 1529. It's at about $22 and change right now. Question inside the den to take a look at Bed Bath and Beyond. BBBY, I think is the ticker symbol. So let's go take a look at Bed Bath and Beyond. Oh, I didn't mean to do that right there. That was a mistake. See some of that multitasking stuff. I have multiple screens going here and type that in the wrong spot, but I can recover from that. So let's go take a look at Bed Bath and Beyond. That is up nice this morning. It's up a total of about almost 4.7%, it looks like, up about $3.50, and it is gapping up. And the question is putting in a bearish engulfing on the weekly. Okay, so let's go take a look at the weekly chart for Bed Bath and Beyond. We'll switch that, but you can see it gapped up here this morning. It's got some decent volume behind it. Was that the weekly chart? That was a request. No, that would not be a bearish engulfing. No, Bed Bath and Beyond. Let me see that. No. There's no bearish. This is a pretty nice looking stock chart here. Let me just go ahead and get rid of everything. So if we take a look at the weekly chart for Bed Bath and Beyond right now, you can see here that it's up at its highs. It's trying to break out over its most recent high, and the bearish candle inside this stock chart right here is right here. Big old bear sash candle. So we're going to put a line, we'll put a black line across our screen out here. And that's the only bearish candle that we see inside this stock chart. There's a smaller one all the way down here, which is a dark cloud cover. We'll go ahead on the weekly chart and we'll put a line across the screen there. We'll put that in red. So there's your support areas for Bed Bath & Beyond. I say that because it's up on the weekly chart. It's up and above, this bearish engulfing candle today. That price there, by the way, bear sash candle. Price on that is 75.84. Now, the volume there is 34 million shares. So it's up and over that on lighter volume. But if it can continue to test that area, so it's not really a confirmed breakout at all. But there's no bearish signs here up at the highs. No bearish signs on the weekly chart up at the highs. And you're at all-time highs out here. The last time that it was up here was the week of August the 9th. That had 6.5 million shares. And you're taking that on with more volume out there. So no, nothing that looks real bearish out here inside Bed Bath & Beyond on the weekly. On the monthly chart out here, and nothing on the monthly chart as well. Really got that same setup here on the monthly chart. So it's trying to break out above a resistance level from that price point of 75.84 out there. If we take a look at a daily chart out here, you're gapping up today and you're gapping up with volume. So it's getting up and over a swing point. It's back below that area, but, a lot of time left in the trading session. So 78.25 is the number. That was from August the 6th. That had 1.8 million shares. You've already done 1.1 million shares today. So Bed Bath & Beyond is really trying to break out here. And, it's got a high volume low, but that high volume low was tested. So the work basically on Bed Bath & Beyond to the downside was done. That was the high volume low from December the 20th out there. That had a volume of 16 million shares. And that was tested with a little hammer candle down here with only 3 million shares. So there were no most sellers left in there. And it did its test to the downside. So that is on Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's go take a look at some of these other stocks here, moving to the upside and to the downside. Let's go take a look at, Westport Innovations. Let's go WKRP notes, WPRT. Is the ticker symbol out there. So let's go take a look and see what it is doing here. It's trading off this morning. It's the second one, WPRT, in the clubhouse to the downside. I got to type in the right darn thing out there. WPRT in Clearwater. That's gapping down with volume here. So you got some volume. Okay, this thing had already given you. So you get your first sell signal inside WPRT. Take a look at this stock chart, folks. Gaps down with some big volume here on the trading session of August the 2nd, creating quite a nice gap out here. If we take a look at what price did here recently, all it did was it got back to the resistance level. So this thing here is having its second large gap to the downside with volume. So far today, 2.1 million shares. When we come back, let's go take a look and see if we can see where Westport Innovations, WPRT, in Clearwater is headed to. We'll be right back, folks.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Are you ready to ride the next bull market wave? Catch the Chapman Wave. Using the Chapman Wave methodology, Basil's very comprehensive daily newsletter, The Opening Call, gives the short, intermediate, and long-term analysis for the key indexes. In his Trader's Corner, he gives a brief market summary and expectation for the day with possible trades, both long and short, which are reviewed daily. A position, subscribers sold recently for plus 42% on parts and plus 64% on rest. And Hertz Global as a core position for 6 months. A current position, entered as a turnaround company, is trading over 100% of its entry point as a portion sold earlier for a plus 21% gain. Subscribers to The Opening Call see the Chapman Wave techniques demonstrated and explained daily to also educate investors. Now you can get a free 2-week trial. Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.6% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. And all 6 of those winning trades had been initiated no earlier than just the previous month. With the 600th weekly Gold Report issue fast approaching, Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began, and right now you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber, as this volatile gold market provides trading opportunities after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch the Money Masters as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow is up 80 points right now. S&P is up 8. Before we went to break, we were taking a look at Westport Innovations. That was had gapped down this morning with some volume, down about 8%. But as we take a look at the chart here, I mentioned let's go take a look and see where it is headed to now. Nice chart pattern here inside Westport. WPRT is the actual ticker symbol. It actually formed a little island reversal candle session. This thing had a slight gap down, very slight nuance here. If you take a look at the low of the trading session, May 31st, 2012, the low is 23.89. Take a look at the next trading session. The high is 23.79. So you get a small little gap out there. You can see the next trading session, it goes lower. That is on June the 4th out here, moving down into the sold condition out here, and then boom, it gaps up. And that gap up right here on the trading session of June the 5th out here created that nice little island reversal pattern. Boy, that is a beauty out there. And as we take a look at how the market responded afterwards inside Westport Innovations, it went from closed out at 27 bucks or so on June 5th. And it made a run up into about the July area at about $40.40. Of course, if we take a look at retracements from the high swing point down to that island reversal, you see all that it did was what it was supposed to do, which was a normal move, which was the 0.618 retracement level out there. 39 and change was the number it actually got up to, $40.40. So did what it was supposed to. Now, I mentioned where is price headed to inside Westport Innovations. This is the daily chart, so we'll go ahead and pull that back. But remember that little island reversal down there, because that is really likely where it's headed to. It's going to come down and test the swing point lows from November the 9th out here, or it should, November the 9th, 2012, in the $23-ish area. But let's put this on a weekly chart. Let's take a look at this on the weekly chart. And what we're going to see on the weekly chart is that it's trading right now into one of your favorite candles out there. And that is the hammer candle. That was from November of 2012. If it breaks below that low, $23 and a penny, and the volume on that bar is 8.6 million shares out there. Let me see what we've actually done today. For some reason, this isn't updating. So today, this has done 2.5 million shares out there. So it may start to push into that area with volume. If you're long on this thing, you're wrong. Now, you've got a nice big, where we took a look at the trading session that had the island reversal. Nice big old bullish engulfing candle as well out here, but it's volume. That's really where it's headed to. So that island down there, the low of that island on the daily chart, the low on the weekly chart of that bullish engulfing is likely where price is headed to, which is 21.93. Now, if it tested on light volume out there, maybe it sets up a nice little trade for you because of the trading range that it is in. But, of course, be paying attention to if it breaks the hammer low, 23.01, we'll have no problem going and testing the low out there at $21.93. So that is on Westport Innovation. So we summarize, where are we at for the day? When we began the show, we were taking a look at the Dow futures. I said, what we want to be paying attention to is this magical number. And that magical number right now is 15,306. You're trading out at, right now, it's at about 15,290. So very close. So you've got about another 15 points. That says if the Dow closes up about 100 points today, 101, 102, something like that, you'll have a confirmed buy signal inside the Dow. And I say fire away, because this market wants higher price. It wants to at least go test last Wednesday's highs out there. Inside the Dow futures, that's at the 15,640 level out there. And the other markets will just simply try to lift those boats. Remember, there's confirmed A to B equals CD patterns for much, much higher price out there. Folks, if you're off to start your Thursday, have a terrific day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, not here, but at the Master Trader Workshop out there. All the details still on the homepage of TFNN.com. We still have some seats available. Have a great Thursday, folks. Take care.
Questions are the answer. You want a better life? Ask a better question. My driving force in life is, how can I become the intelligence behind financial freedom? It's why I take massive action. It's why I've invested over 10,000 hours and thousands of dollars to create the answer, the ultimate money machine. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, and on Friday, September 27th, I'll be hosting a one-day online master trader course, The Ultimate Money Machine, where I'll teach you the exact same trading strategies that I use every day when trading the markets and advising my newsletter subscribers. Learn how to precisely identify the market's next move, when to pull the trigger by letting the market commit to you before you commit to it, and how to manage your trade to maximize your results, just as we did in the month of August, when I advised my newsletter subscribers of 11 new trades, resulting in one loss and a combined profit of 129%. Our next move? It's days away. The cost of this course, $595, less than $2.50 per trading session over the next year. If you're looking for the answer, it's the Ultimate Money Machine. All the details on the front page of TFNN.com.